Right, go ahead, James. We'll get started. Thank you.
Hi, Mark. To what extent is that advantage West Indies after today's play?
Yeah, I think they're on top. I think they've done really well today. They've bowled really well, showed us the way to go. I think, obviously, we were in a probably similar position first innings. So I think we've got a chance to make it right, like they did. We had a fairly decent bit with Burns and Denley, and then obviously we lost a few wickets. So we've got plenty to put right in the morning and try and make an impact.
With the weather improving over the next couple of days, how big a task do you face, and what are you going to need to improve?
I think, well, with the weather improving, I think we need to, see firstly if that affects the ball. Is it going to move around as much? Is it going to swing? So it'll be interesting to see how it changes conditions. I think in terms of bowling group, they pitch it up and got a bit of movement. From my own point of view, I probably bowled a little bit too straight, and then couldn't quite get it right. If I bowled it slightly wider, it would swing, and then if I bowled it, tried to get it straighter with the shape, it just carried on down the line, and then it ended up going down the leg side. So that's my improvement. I think their lengths were probably touch fuller than ours. So if we can get some movement in the morning, we need to be that touch fuller as well.
Hindsight's a fine thing, but with the conditions as they are improving, would you prefer to have bowled first rather than batted?
No, not yet. I think it's too early to say that. I think the long game plan was to get runs on the board, and then fourth innings with the pitches that I have here does spin and it can go up and down. So that was where we are. I still think obviously they're on top, but we have got a chance to make it right in the morning, as they did to our batting lineup. So there's a little bit of rustiness there. Once we get rid of that, and we put things right, I'm hoping we can stay in the game and have a real impact.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay, Dean Wilson, please.
Yeah, hi, Mark. You talk about trying to make things right tomorrow. Do you get the sense that the extra pace of yourself and Jofra can make a difference, or do you think the way that Jason Holder kind of got the ball to nibble and move, that maybe even dialing down the pace might be the way to go? How do you see that?
I think he bowled very well. For starters, I think he, tested technique a lot of our players and made them play. And at times he didn't change away from what he was doing, and he was very consistent. I think Gabriel got 4 wickets as well, and he bowls quick. So that doesn't mean that me and Jofra need to bowl any slower. I think we have our own assets, and the 2 of those are bowling fast. So we need to remember what we're good at. It's just, getting rid of that rustiness, honing in on that off stump a little bit more with the odd bouncer, and going from there.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead, Rory.
Mark, I don't know if you were in a position to say, but does 200 look that far off a par score for the conditions here? It certainly looks like 300 would have been a really good score. So it's not game over by any means from that first innings.
Yeah, I think we would have liked 300, 250, 300. I think we're a little bit short, but we can't change that now. We can only affect how it goes. Obviously, I think they didn't allow us to get away. I think that they were very consistent. The next bowler came on and backed that up, and that's what we've got to look to do. We've got to work in partnerships tomorrow, be a bit more consistent, and try and get some wickets early doors, and then that can change the momentum of the game like they did us.
I also ask what it felt like. We know how strong the bowling reserves are. We've got Stuart Broad and Chris Wokes and Sam Curran sitting out the game. Big pat on the back and a vote of confidence for you guys who were out there this week. Yeah,
obviously I think I was a little bit surprised that I was playing. I didn't think that. I thought the main 4 would play, but it's a great confidence boost for me, and try and repay that faith over the game.
Okay, Will McPherson, please.
Hi, Woody. You're the first England player we've spoken to since the game began. Could you just tell us a bit about what it's like out there? You've had a bat and you've had a bowl. What's the difference? You've normally got a fairly interesting way of looking at the world. Can you tell us what it's like out there?
To be honest with you, it's not. I thought it was going to be a lot weirder than it was. I think when we played the warm-up game, that definitely felt strange. Whereas this, because it's an international sort of game, it definitely, and there's more like riding on it. You feel the pressures of a game. The only thing that's missing is probably the crowd. Everything else, apart from me having to wear Jimmy's hat in between overs and taking my stuff off and stuff like that, I think that's the only difference really. I think in terms of being in the battle and you're feeling like nervous and excited and under pressure, that's all exactly the same.
Okay, any more, please? Cool. I think we're done then. Okay, thanks everyone. See you tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.